Peace, brothers. This is your brother Yusuf back with another video. Brothers. I know it's been a while. I've been out on site, man. I'm trying to get it in, trying to accomplish things with my life. And I'm just here to tell you another time and remind you how important it is to focus on purpose. And the silliness of focusing on women in particular over your purpose. In a time where most females will not reach the level of womanhood, where a lot of men, if not most men, will not reach, well, most males will not reach the level of manhood. People will grow up physically, but they will not grow up mentally or spiritually or emotionally these days. A lot of people they're just children trapped in the bodies of adults, making childish decisions, looking at the world childishly, and refusing to take accountability for themselves. Brothers, especially, our black brothers, primarily, we have this situation with our sisters where they're just living in a delusional world, man. They're living in their own reality. They refuse to face the reality of what's going on around them and within them and in their own lives. They have this narrative that, is us who hate them, and it's really projection. It's really a lot of hatred, a lot of hurt and pain behind the poor decision making that a lot of young women make because no one can tell them otherwise, especially men. The men that may be in their life, such as their fathers, their brothers, their uncles, their cousins, their teachers, they never see the men who can make a positive impact in their life as being useful for that. And they don't utilize their guidance, and then they wind up turning towards males who will not achieve the level of manhood, nor are they aspiring towards it. And then once they've been abused and used and gone through the ringer, now they want to turn that judgment and that experience on all men, forgetting all the good men that they met along the way and passed over, and men who tried to advise them, such as their fathers, their brothers, their cousins, their uncles, older guys in the neighborhood. They overlook all of that and pass judgment on all men. And they say, ninjas ain't doo-doo. We know what they say. And, I have young sons who are grown to young men, and they've heard this time after time. Even in school, even when, as far as society, they have not reached this age of maturity. Why are you focusing on a group and a demographic of people who have the least amount of faith in you? It doesn't matter. All of their problems are somehow your fault, but you can't take responsibility in their life or have authority to change that, to correct that, to fix that. You're not reliable. Why should I trust you? There's no right answer to that. There is no answer to that because it's a rhetorical question. I cannot trust you is what they're saying. It doesn't matter how trustworthy some men are. And I know this sounds like a rant, but I just see so many of our sisters, they're failing. They're failing, and they're not even smelling. They're not even turning the right direction towards success. They're not even close. They can't even smell success because they're so far away from it. And you find brothers out of good faith trying, going with the narrative of being the good guy and, being a gentleman. And, we know we're still most more or less inclined with our natural inclinations, and know we want to be a family. We want to have relationships. We want to be the head of something and guide our people, our women, our children to a brighter tomorrow. But it takes more than your desire. And a better use of your time, young brothers, is focusing on what is the direction you're going before you so hastily decide to bring a person into your life and you're still figuring things out. It can be disastrous. You need to figure this road called life out well and get a purpose and understand your purpose. Understand how to control your desires. Understand how to aim your energy and focus on a productive goal. How to take all of that energy that was placed into you to allow you to reach physical maturity and bring yourself to a level of mental and emotional and spiritual maturity, such that you see that next step ahead of you, and you can see this step ahead of that until you start to see far down the road in your own life, and you become a more complete human being, a more adult human being, a higher thinking human being. And then take that same type of understanding and vision, and when you look to bring somebody into your life in a serious level, you can look at that person and you can understand the eye test. Do they pass the test? Does this person exhibit characteristics of a person who wants to be led in the direction that I'm going? Because no matter what they say, a woman needs to be given direction. There's a lot of women who are doing a lot of things. They're getting degrees, they're making money, they're going out here, they're doing this, they're doing that. And you ask them, okay, all right, why are you doing this? And they give you a very superficial answer. These people have postgraduate degrees, masters, sometimes PhDs, doctorates, postdoctorates, fellowships, and they can't really tell you why they're doing this beyond getting a position, gaining a title. But what is the use of that title to the world? And that's what you got to focus on, young men, young brothers. I probably put out another video, but I just wanted to kind of get that off of my chest. I know you guys been missing me. I've been missing you guys, and I'll catch you guys next time. Focus on your purpose, and peace.